All right. Hey, everybody. It's Ms. De Silva. Thanks for joining me again. As you probably remember, this month we've been focusing on careers since it's Career Development Month. And today I have something for you to do. So you're not just going to be watching my video like you normally do. So if you remember, I've been talking to you about some different occupations, and I categorized them by planet. So I was kind of explaining how we utilize different skills, and it's best if we know what our skills and our interests are so that we end up going into type of work that we're good at and we really enjoy. So that's why today you are going to complete what's called an interest profiler. It's not going to take very long, but you'll see at the end that it'll give you 6 different categories, and you'll be able to see which are your top 3. And then after that, it'll even give you a whole list of different job ideas and things that, based on your interests, you may be interested in exploring to be a job that you might want to have one day. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. Please stay with me, and we're going to complete it together. So the first thing, again, Career Development Month. Thanks for joining me all this month. And the reason we're doing this is because it's important now that we think about why you're spending all this time in school and how the subjects that you are working on now can help you in the future with whatever type of work you want to go into. And when you're able to focus on that, you can end up in a type of job where you leave work happy rather than leaving work angry, which is not what I want for you. So step 1, you are going to go to this website, cacareerzone.com. Make sure you don't go to just careerzone.com. It needs to have the CA before it. And I'm going to show you what that website looks like. So your page should look like this. Step 2, click Sign In Now. It's in the top right. You see this box. The top right of the screen, it's this little orangish box. So you're going to click Sign In Now. Okay. And step 3 is to create an account. So let me go back and show you. You don't have an account yet, and I really want you to create an account so that you can come back to this anytime that you want. And when you are in 7th and 8th grade, you already have this stuff saved and we can keep building on it. So click right here, create an account. Whoops, where did mine go? So I would like your username to be your student ID. It's really important that you follow this because otherwise next year you'll come back to this website and you won't remember what your login is that you saved. So I want to keep it consistent. So I would like all of you to have your username be your student ID number, that 6-digit number that you use to log into your computer. I would like your password to be the same password that you use to log into your computer. And then it asks which describes you best, and you are going to put that you're a student. So after you click next, it's going to ask you a little bit more information about yourself. And you fill in your first name and your last name. As you can see on my screen, I'm creating an account also. Whoops, mine went away. And then your email, if you don't already know, is your student ID number at, so you click shift and the number 2 to get that sign, darnellstudents.net. And then school, when you start typing in Darnell Charter, it should pop up and you click on that. And then your graduation year, if you didn't already know this, is 2027. All right, so once you click to create an account, you'll get a page like this. You can just click out of here, go through, next. Okay, next, no, finish. Okay, so now I have my own personalized page. It makes the website look a little bit different. So all of your pages should look like this. Should look just like mine, except with your name, because I signed up as a student. So let's talk about what I want you to do next. You can explore this website whenever you want in your own time. I encourage you to. There's some really cool stuff on here. But what I'm gonna have you do today is an interest profiler. So you're gonna go to under your stuff, scroll down a little bit. You can click here under interest profiler, or I'm just gonna have you click this blue box, discover possibilities. And there's lots of options that you can do here. So again, in case you missed, click on discover possibilities. It's that left blue circle. And then I want you to click interest profiler right here. Interest profiler. And next to start a new interest profiler, click go. And you're gonna do the mini today so that you get it done real quick. 30 question mini. Click on that. And basically what it's telling you is that you're gonna have 30 questions and it's gonna ask you about work activities that some people do in their jobs. So read the questions carefully and then just decide how you would feel about doing each type of work. So it doesn't mean that you've experienced doing that kind of work, just kind of think about your personality and whether you think it's something you would like or not. You have strongly dislike, unsure, like, or strongly like. Try not to click unsure for all of them, otherwise it's gonna have a hard time really knowing what your personality is like. But if you don't even know what it is, then of course, click unsure. And then you click next. And then it's telling you, as you make your choices on the interest profiler, don't think about whether you have enough education or training or how much money you would make. Just think about whether you would enjoy it or not, or whether you would like or dislike that activity. And also, there are no right or wrong answers. You can take as much time as you want. But if you're following along with students for this part, then it should not take really more than 5 minutes. You can give 5 to 10 minutes for this task. All right, so go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna go through it and come back with you so you can see what it looks like after. Okay, so here I am. I answered question 30, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on summarize. So now I get a summary of remember yours is not gonna look like mine because you answered based on you and based on your personality. So for me, my top 3 interest areas are for conventional, social, and enterprising. Now you're probably like, I don't even know what that means. You can hover your mouse over each of the words and it'll tell you a little bit about those occupations. So I tied for conventional and social. Usually that's usually where I am. So social occupations involve working with other people and teaching people. So I think that matches pretty well with what I do now. And so you look at this and this should save in your account because you created an account at the beginning. Scroll down and you can click view occupation. So now I can change a lot of things on this screen, but for now, I just want you to look at your results. You can scroll down, and what it does is it matches you with lots of different types of occupations that might be good for you based on your interest profiler answers. Of course, this doesn't mean what you have to be. If you notice, I don't see counselor on here anywhere. So these are just ideas and things that you can explore. And you can click on any of them and find out more information about them. So I'm going to scroll down and let's see one that might interest me, a flight attendant. And I noticed that it says that there's a video for this occupation. And also that if I put my cursor over the number 3, this is for the job zone. And what that means, it's telling you how much education you need in order to qualify for that job. So whether you would need to go to college or not, or more training after high school. So for a flight attendant, it says most occupations in this zone require training in vocational schools, on the job experience, or an associate's degree. So that means that after high school, I would need some extra training, but not necessarily like a 4-year college degree. So let's click on flight attendants, and you're going to get an idea of what the page looks like. And then I'm going to give you time to explore. So first, it tells us average salary, $54,000, and that's in California. So that might not mean much to you right now, but that's something maybe you could talk to your parents about, whether they think that's a lot or a little. That's pretty average. That actually might be where what a lot of teachers make, especially when they first start teaching around that time. So that might kind of give you an idea. So pretty decent. And then usually, as with any job, the more they work, the more they get paid in that job. So it tells me what the job is, what flight attendants do, more about the interest. We know that this matched for me. And then if I go back up, on the right side, it tells me about different schools that could help me go into this type of work if I want to. So if you already know what you want to do, you click on an occupation that interests you. So I'm going to click on California Baptist University because it's telling me I can go to this school and if I want to become a flight attendant. So it's telling me there's a program at this school specifically to train people to become flight attendants. So I clicked on it and it tells me more about that school. So it gives me information about jobs, but also about lots of different schools. So I'm going to go back. And so this was just an example. Of course, there's a lot of information on here. I'm going to go back again to my list. And this is what you guys can do. There are so many different options on here, and you can learn about different jobs. So this information should save. So if I go back to my home page here, under Katrina's stuff, it's already changed because I finished my interest profiler and it gives me my code. Okay, you can do all kinds of other things on here, but that's what I want you to start with. And I hope you'll spend some time exploring some of those occupations that you were matched with based on your interests, and make sure you look at how much school you need to go into that type of work. All right, everybody, thank you so much for working hard and doing that with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.